Fade in. Interior, Vladislav and Inna's living room. Night. Hands with gray-knuckle hair lay down a hardwood board. It doesn't fit into the slot in the puzzle-like parquet pattern. The hands apply a ruler, pencil a line on the board. These hands belong to Vladislav, 71, who's built his whole life himself. A cup of coffee calmly steams on the floor between him and an open toolbox. He rummages through it, crowbar, tape measure, saw, and getting up off the floor with a grunt, grabs a screwdriver, which twists, installing a lock in a window. Coffee steams on the sill. Outside the window, which reflects Vladislav, it's pitch dark. He pulls the handle, testing the lock, peels the protective plastic from the frame, sips coffee. Vladislav furtively glances over his shoulder. The room is tidy, like its clean-shaven owner, tastefully furnished, decorated with family photos and plants. He zips up his sweater. Exterior, Vladislav and Inna's, balcony, night. Vladislav sneaks another peek over his shoulder, exhaling steam into the frigid night, and sticks a cigarette between his lips. Warming one hand on his coffee mug, he clicks his lighter with the other and lights his smoke. A thundering boom illuminates the horizon as if the sky has blown up. Another boom, boom. Explosions reflect in Vladislav's glasses. He stares, blinks, exhales smoke. Cannonade bangs in the distance. Coffee sways choppy in the mug, which reads Florida. Super, Kharkiv, February 24th, 2022. Interior, Vladislav and Inna's living room, night. Manicured fingers tip an espresso cup as Inna, 69, chugs from it. She's like the driver of a bus whose power steering just failed. A row of awards sparkle on the shelf. Plaques read, Small Business, Entrepreneur of the Year, Inna. She gapes in disbelief, wearing her bathrobe and slippers, her dyed hair unkempt. She sits on the edge of the couch next to Vladislav, who wields the remote control.
Special operations goal is to denazify and demilitarize Ukraine.
Inna snatches the remote from Vladislav's hand and presses the button as if gouging out an eye.
Hit targets in Kyiv, Kharkiv.
Crazy old goat wasn't bluffing.
Inna presses the button, flipping through channels.
Won't last long. The West will intervene. They won't stand for it.
Vladislav shoots her a yeah right look, opening a laptop.
Western leaders have condemned Russia's aggression.
Inna presses mute on the remote.
Can you believe our luck, Slav?
It's way too early in the morning for sarcasm.
No, I mean, I cashed out just in time. Can you imagine if I were still running the company? God, what a mess.
She grabs the computer off Vladislav's lap. He reaches for his phone on the coffee table.
Don't text Masha. This might blow over by morning. Her time.
Vladislav types on his phone.
She'll get worried if we haven't checked in when she wakes up.
Inna reads on the laptop screen.
Hey, Slav. Maybe we should still consider Plan B. Just in case, Masha keeps saying she could use our help with the kids, so...
And how do we go about leaving her here? Come on, let's be real.
Inna! Inna!
Speak of the devil.
He reaches for the computer on Inna's lap, but she swats him.
Sounds like it's for you.
It was my turn last time.
Interior, Daria's room, night. Inna pushes bedridden Daria, 92, an ugly scar of a woman, onto her side as Vladislav changes her diaper. The room is small, clean. Pill containers, books, TV. Daria sniffs the air loudly.
He's been sneaking cigarettes again. That husband of yours.
Inna glares at her husband and lets go of Daria to gesture WTF, which plops the old lady on her back.
Hey, watch it! Damn it! If you're trying to kill me, tough luck. I'm not going to go that easily.
Vladislav takes off medical gloves, packs them in a small, full trash bag, and shoves it in the diaper genie.
Under the circumstances, I think I get a pass.
He better be talking about the war.
He is my husband, Mama. He's right here, and his name is Vladislav.
Too bad it's not Chime. You should have married him like I told you to. Now that is one hell of a man. Wealthy.
Yes, Mama, I know. Car dealerships.
Instead, you had a career while your husband had a job and took care of little Masha. What kind of man does that, huh?
Inna opens her mouth to speak.
How do you know we're at war?
Vladislav gazes at his mother-in-law.
The fascists will be here soon. Heard their heavy guns earlier? Close. We need to evacuate.
Mama, you know what the doctor said. You need to stay in bed.
Oh, yeah. I'll outlive them all.
Air raid siren blares outside.
What's that?
Air raid siren. God, he's useless.
What do we do?
Well, we sure as hell don't leave me here.
She motions towards the window. Interior hallway, night. Vladislav and Inna push Daria's bed with her in it.
Now, make sure the lights are off in all the rooms, close all the doors, and get down on the floor.
Vladislav and Inna shut the doors, which muffles the siren a bit, and sit on the floor. Inna cracks up.
Conserving electricity under artillery fire. How economical.
Stuka will see the lights.
A what?
What? A Stuka is a German dive bomber. Every child knows that.
Inna and Vladislav gawk at each other. The phone rings. Vladislav pulls it from his pocket. Insert phone screen. Masha, 38, is on the video call, working harder than ever to keep her cool.
I can hear the sirens. You guys okay?
Vladislav puts on a happy, carefree face.
What are you doing up? It's the middle of the night for you, dear.
Your text woke me up, Papa.
Inna smacks him on the shoulder.
And you're just calling now?
I turned on the news. It's too crazy to believe.
Our little Masha calls from America, and he pulls a guilt trip.
I was just kidding. Hey, how's Leo?
Same as yesterday, Papa. Lazy. Got a C in math again. Now, will you stop changing the subject? Why aren't you guys down in the metro?
Inna squeezes Vladislav's arm, shaking her head.
Sweetheart, we're out of range for the Russians.
The Russians?
Inna hijacks the phone.
Wait, are you guys in the corridor?
Safest place in the apartment.
You need to get out of there. Come stay with us.
Hey, speaking of getting out, I'm dragging Papa to the opera next week. By then, it'll all be over.
Cannonade booms.
Yeah, when a Russian shell hits your building. I mean, come on, will you stop acting like children?
Daria nods in approval.
Wait a second. What are you guys hiding again?
Oh, for God's sake. They're stuck here because of me. Apparently, I'm too weak and fragile to go anywhere. And they better not even be dreaming of leaving me here for dead to save their own skin.
Inna hands the phone back to Vladislav, who grits his teeth.
Wow.
How long have you been keeping this from me?
We didn't want to upset you, dear.
And since we're being honest here, your father's been smoking again.
Seriously, Papa? Your blood pressure is as bad as Grandma's.
Vladislav demonstratively hands the pack of smokes to Inna, who accepts it mechanically, uninterested. Interior, Vladislav and Inna's, kitchen, day. Inna opens the faucet, but no water comes out. She turns to Vladislav, who's seated at the table, scrolling on his phone. Insert phone screen reads, March 3rd, 2022.
Now will you budge? We have a full tank of gas.
Vladislav eats a cracker and cheese to the sound of shelling.
We're the only ones left in the entire building.
He crumples up the empty cheese wrapper.
She's a monster.
She's your mother.
If Masha were here, the first thing I'd do is send her someplace safe.
Inna, you did. Many years ago.
Inna bursts into tears, collapses on a chair across from him.
You'll see them soon.
He gets up and kisses his wife on the head.
Why don't you go?
And abandon you? No fucking way.
She cries.
My mom. My own mother's love.
You wouldn't be able to live with yourself. She raised you well.
Inna cracks up through tears.
God, I wish she'd just...
Not up to us.
Inna wipes her tears.
Fine, it's all very noble, but what are we going to do now?
She motions toward the sink. Interior apartment building garage, day. An open car trunk is filled with packs of large plastic water bottles and grocery bags.
She's 92. She won't last long anyway.
Vladislav, dressed in a coat and hat, reaches into the trunk.
Or can you drop her off at a hospital? She'd ditch you guys.
Interior apartment building hallway, day. Vladislav presses the button by closed elevator doors. Packs of water by his feet. He pushes the elevator button again, and again, and again. Interior apartment building stairwell, day. His forehead sweaty, face stubbly, Vladislav climbs the stairs, carrying a water pack in each hand.
You see, sweetheart, it's not so much about not leaving people behind. Not entirely.
Interior Vladislav and Inna's, hallway, night. Siren blares, loud heartbeat pounds. A candle burns. Inna and Vladislav huddle on the floor in the dim space.
It's not so much about Grandma. It's about your mother and me.
Explosions outside. Boom, boom, nearby. Inna and Vladislav hug in terror. Candlelight flickers. An even louder boom drowns out the heartbeat, making Daria's bed tremble like an earthquake. Interior apartment building stairwell, day. Loud heartbeat. Vladislav schleps packs of water up the stairs.
At the end of World War II, the SS made death camp inmates walk for days to other camps, away from the approaching Allies.
Faster heartbeat. Vladislav rounds yet another flight of stairs, passing by a large 6 painted on the wall.
These were called death marches.
Vladislav drops the water packs and slides down the wall, pops a pill, wipes sweat. Interior, Vladislav and Inna's kitchen, night. It's dark. Vladislav's face is lit by his phone screen.
Very often, someone's dad, friend, sister was too weak. They wouldn't make it. They were a dead weight.
Insert phone screen with Masha's face on it. The top reads, March 15th, 1% battery.
Many prisoners knew if they kept helping their loved ones along, they wouldn't make it themselves. So they left them behind.
On the phone screen, tears roll down Masha's cheeks.
Well, I won't let those bastards put that on my conscience.
But, Papa...
Phone goes dead. Darkness falls. Cannonade continues. Interior, Vladislav and Inna's living room, day. Vladislav, bearded, dressed in a coat, inspects a withered plant in a pot. Inna makes her way toward him, wrapped in a blanket.
Wasn't it my turn last time? And isn't she sleeping anyway?
Inna proffers his crowbar. He lets go of the dry leaves.
Wouldn't it be easier to give her placebo pills? Or just leave her?
I thought after 2 weeks I'd get used to the cold.
Exterior, Vladislav and Inna's balcony, day. Cannonade booms, louder than before. A flame crackles in a small brick fire pit. Vladislav exhales steam. Hardwood boards are neatly stacked on the floor, crowbar propped against the wall. Vladislav sticks a piece of parquet into the pit and warms his hands over it as it catches fire and smoke whirls. Interior, Vladislav and Inna's kitchen, day. Steam oozes from a pot of soup, which Vladislav sets on the table, coat cuffs for mittens. Interior, Daria's room, day.
Dinner's ready.
Light from the open door illuminates heavy drapes on the window, Daria in a hat, under blankets, and Inna in a chair wearing a coat and hat.
Almost forgot. Guess who I bumped into by the pharmacy when I was charging my phone?
He stands in the doorway.
Shame.
Daria wearily turns towards Vladislav.
Yep, they're all okay. Heading to Germany on a Shabbat bus.
You should have married that Jaime, Inna. Now we'd be on that Jewish bus out of here.
Inna grabs a pillow, squeezes it hard.
Score any blood pressure pills?
Vladislav shakes his head no.
Of course you didn't.
Inna takes a deep breath, flups up the pillow, and places it under Daria's arm. Siren goes off, then a deafening boom as Inna and Vladislav drop to the shaking floor and drapes inflate like sails. Interior, Vladislav's floor, hallway, day. Crusted blood on a trembling hand, which turns a key. Interior, Daria's room, day. Inna sits in a chair in the dim room, dressed in her coat and hat. She types on her phone. Insert phone screen reads March 18th. Her mother chills in bed, under blankets, eyes shut. Front door shuts off screen.
Sounds like he's back. Any luck?
Footsteps shuffle closer. Inna turns toward the open door and gasps. Bloody scratches and dust on Vladislav's face, cracked lens in his eyeglasses.
I'd say I got pretty lucky.
He leans on the door jamb. Inna jumps to her feet, chokes back tears, comes next to him but is scared to touch him.
I'm okay. Just a few scratches.
Inna squeezes him in a hug, sobbing.
Ow! Ow!
She lets go and buries her face in his chest.
The bad news is there's no more pharmacy. I was standing in line.
I wish he'd gotten bombed instead of the pharmacy. What the hell am I supposed to do without my pills?
Inna groans in helpless rage and grabs Vladislav by his coat.
Slav, she's my cross to bear. I swear I won't leave her. Please, go to Masha. I'm begging you.
If I leave you here, the only place I will go is territorial defense.
Where?
Partisans. I could join up.
First sensible thing he ever said.
Over my dead body. Besides, you're too old, thank God.
I can drive, fix tanks.
Inna takes him by the hand, wiping her tears.
Come on. I'll clean you up.
Interior, Vladislav and Inna's living room, day. Hiking shoes crunch on shattered glass. Inna crosses the room toward Vladislav, who sits in a chair by a glassless window. His face is clean, but has several scratches. She squats in front of him. Inna makes to open a Band-Aid, but he stops her and brings her hand to his lips, his fingers clean.
Well, now, without her pills...
I have 2 left.
That'll get us to another pharmacy.
Vladislav stands up and marches off.
Slav, no, don't you dare.
She chases after him. Interior, Daria's room, day. Vladislav bursts in, popping the lid off his pill container.
Here, I have the pills.
Daria lies with her eyes closed. Inna runs inside, stops, looks at Vladislav, who stands over the bed, closing the pill container.
Mama?
Interior, Vladislav and Inna's hallway, day. Inna hurriedly stuffs a backpack with bottles of water, a first aid kit, socks, passports, toothbrushes.
Not so fast.
He stands next to her. She looks up from her bag.
Slav, I swear to God.
You have to bury her.
Are you insane? This might be our last chance.
She's a human being.
She's a corpse, and we'll likely join her unless...
They can't turn us into animals.
Inna drops the backpack.
We can't carry her downstairs, not with your blood pressure.
Exterior, Vladislav and Inna's balcony, day. Vladislav and Inna lift and throw a human-sized bundle wrapped in duct-taped blankets over the balcony. Exterior, playground, day. Cannonade booms nearby. Inna stabs the soil with a shovel, which remains upright. She stands over a small mound. Vladislav comes up to her.
Can you believe it's still intact?
She motions toward a swing.
Find any gas to siphon?
I did better than that.
Interior, exterior, car, day. Vladislav drives. Inna rides shotgun. He peers at the road, hands steady on the wheel. She tries one of their phones charging on the fancy dash. The screen stays dark. Puts the phone back, turns the heater down, leans back, eyes closed.
So if you didn't steal it, where'd you get it?
Okay, fine. I got it from Shaim.
What? My Chaim?
I didn't realize he was yours.
Oh, shut up. You know what I mean. Stop changing the subject.
When I ran into him, he gave me the code to his underground garage. He doesn't drive, and his chauffeur is at the front. This baby had a full tank. Plus, I siphoned a whole canister from his other cars.
Inna squeezes his arm, then brings his hand resting on the shifter. Bursts into tears. He brings her hand to his lips. Exterior country road, day. A swanky SUV drives down the road. Far away, explosions light up the sky. Cannonade bangs.